In this video, we're going to learn about compound interest. So the formula for compound interest is our amount or feature value is going to equal principal times 1 plus our rate over the number of compounding periods per year raised to the total number of compounding periods. So to figure out our total number of compounding periods, we're going to take the number of compounding periods per year and times that by how many years we are looking at, which we'll say is t. So if we do m times t, we'll end up with our total number of compounding periods. So we'll go ahead and look at our first problem. If $1,000 is invested at 6%, what is the amount after 4 years if the interest is compounded? Now, because it says the interest is compounded, we know we're going to use our compound interest formula. So the first thing we want to do is figure out what each of our variables are in the problem. So $1,000 is invested, so this is going to be our principal or our present value, so this will be P. We have it's invested at 6%. So we have R is going to equal 0.06 because we have to change 6% to a decimal, so we have to move the decimal spot over 2 spots to the left. And then we want to look at the amount after 4 years, so our time is going to be 4 years. Now we're going to have to figure out M and N for each of our different parts of the problem. So annually means we have once a year, so that means M is going to be 1, and N is going to be M times T. So we found M was 1, and we're going to multiply this by our time, which was 4. So we're going to do 1 times 4, which is 4. So N will be 4. Quarterly. So if something is compounded quarterly, this means it's going to happen 4 times a year. So just as we have 4 quarters in a dollar, we have quarterly will be 4. So N is going to be M, which is 4, times our number of years, which is 4. So that will be 16. So for monthly, there are 12 months in a year, so we have 12. So N is going to be 12 times 4, which is 48. So now we have everything we can plug into our formula. So we have A equals our principal, which is 1,000, times 1 plus our rate, which is 0.06, and that'll be divided by our M, which was 1, and then we're going to raise it to the N power, which we found was 4. Now to solve this, we want to use our order of operations. So we want to do what's inside the parentheses first, and division comes before our addition, so we want to do this part here first. So this is going to give us 1,000 times 1 plus 0.06 to the 4th power. Then we want to do what's inside the parentheses, so we have 1,000 times 1.06 to the 4th, and if we put this into our calculator, we're going to end up with 1,262.48. Now to find our interest, we want to do the 1,262.48 minus our original amount, which was 1,000. So if we subtract the original from our future amount, this will find out how much we made in interest, which was $262.48. So now we're going to do the same thing with the next problem. So everything is going to stay the same except for our m and n. So we have a equals times 1 plus 0.06. And this time m is 4, so we're going to put it over 4. And we found that n was 16. So we have 1,000 times 1 plus 0.06 over 4 to the 16th. And we want to do 0.06 over 4 first. So we have 1,000 times 1 plus 0.015 to the 16th. And this will give us 1,000 times 1.015 to the 16th. And putting this into the calculator will give us 1,268.99. So to get the interest, we're going to do the same thing. Take 1,268 minus 1,000, and that'll give us $268.99. So for monthly, we would use the same formula and do the same process, but instead we're going to have 0.06 over 12 to the 48, and we would end up getting 1,270.49. And we're going to subtract 1,000 again, and we'll get $270.49. Now for the final one, this one's asking for it continuously. So we're going to use our compounded continuously formula. So in this case, we're going to have A equals, our principal will be the same, and then we're going to have E to the rate, which is 0.06, times time, which we found was 4 years. And if you put that all directly into the calculator, we will end up with 1,271.25. And subtracting 1,000, we get 271.25. And that is how we solve problems about compound interest.